Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class. Today, we are going to start a new lesson, that is lesson number 11, Rights and Duties. Now, I want everyone to open your books to page number 93. Open your SS textbook to page number 93. You can see the title of the lesson, Rights and Duties. Now, what do you mean by right and what do you mean by duty? Right is something that we have, and duty is something that is our responsibility to do towards our country. The rights that our country has given us and the duties that we have to do for our country. Now, you can see India is a very unique country consisting of a diverse set of people with diverse interests. Now you can see the people here. Some are Bengali, some are Gujarati, some are from Punjab, some are Muslims, some are Brahmins, some are Hindus, some are South Indians. So you can see different set of people belonging to different region, different culture, different religion. That's why India is known as a very unique country. However, each citizen enjoys equal rights and is equal in the eyes of the law. Now, each citizen of India, whether it is a male citizen or female citizen, whether he or she is from North India, West India, South India or East India, he may belong to any part of the country. He has equal rights and is equal in the eyes of the law. Now, how is it possible? Indians get their rights from the Constitution. Now, we are going to learn more about Constitution and the rights that the Constitution give to the Indians. Now, who are Indians? People who belong or people who live in India are known as Indians. In many countries, including India, citizens have certain rights. Now, not only India but also many countries of the world give right to their citizens. A government is responsible for protecting the rights of its people. Now, who is responsible for protecting the right? The government. Apart from this, the government also makes law and ensure that this law are followed by the people. Now, how a government protects the right of people? It makes laws and ensures that the laws are followed by the people. The government follows a set of rule or basic principle when it makes a law. Now what happens? A government also cannot simply make a law. It also has to follow some rules and basic principle when making a new law. It cannot take away the basic right of its citizen. It has no right to take away the rights of its citizen. This set of rules and principle are compiled and included in a document called the Constitution. Now, the basic laws or rules of a country are compiled and included in the document, and the document is known as Constitution. Means Constitution is a set of laws or rules that a government has to follow to make sure that every citizen of India gets its rights. Now, the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India is one of the longest written constitution in the world. Now underline this line. The Constitution of India is one of the longest written constitution. It took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. Underline, it took how many years? 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. To complete the task of drafting the constitution. Drafting the constitution means making the constitution or writing the constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar played a crucial role as the chairman of the drafting committee, which prepared the entire constitution. Now underline this. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Our constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949 and it came into effect on 26th January 1950. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of our country. Now when it was adopted? 26th November 1949 and when it came into action? 26th January 1950. Now underline the line, the Constitution of India is the supreme law of the country. Why is Constitution important? Now why is Constitution important? Let's learn. The Constitution is the source of all laws and powers in the country. Now in the Constitution, the right of people, the rights of the government, the rules and regulations which should be followed by the people and the government is written in the Constitution. So in short, we can say that Constitution is the source of all laws and powers in the country. Number 1, the Constitution tells us how the government is formed. Now, the method of formation of government is also written in the Constitution. So, we have to follow that. It tells the government what it can do and what it cannot do and prevents the government from becoming all powerful. Now, in countries like India, all the power is not given to the government. Why? Because the Constitution has some rules and regulations according to which the government has to function. Means it cannot do everything it wishes to do or wants to do. The citizens of India have certain rights. They also have some duties. These rights and duties are provided by our Constitution. Now, the rights and duties for the people of India is given or provided by our Constitution. So everyone, this is all for today. The next part of the lesson we will continue in our next lecture. So hope you all understood the points, and still if you have any problem or you are not able to understand any part of the lesson, you can contact me. Okay everyone, bye, take care.